Hey,
Yeah,
Happy
I know.
New Year.
It's funny because, yes, Happy New Year to you too, Paul.
Thank you. You're so kind. Yeah.
How's the beginning of your New Year going?
Yeah, not too bad. I had a couple of weeks off. Back at work
No,
now.
but as far as getting back in the saddle, how's it going so far since you've been back in action?
It's always a bit slow to start off, isn't it? It's a bit hard after a break, but
yeah, it's funny. Like
the
reason I ask, but the reason I ask is because I've found normally at the beginning of a new year, I'm always like, yay, everything's going to be really positive and great. But this beginning of this new year, I've been like, oh man, everything still feels really heavy and a struggle. And normally at the beginning of the new year, it's always so light and positive and easy. And I'm just wondering, I've noticed a lot of my friends are saying that as well. And I'm just wondering if it's something in the moon, if everyone's doing it. Yeah.
Well, looking at your schedule and all your Facebook posts and every bloody gig that you're doing, I can't, of course your head's in a muddle. It looks like you're doing gigs every night in a different city every night. Don't you get tired?
Yeah, with different acts as well. Sometimes I'm solo.
Yeah.
That's a set. That's its own set. And sometimes I play with Mick, Baby Animals, and that's another set. Tomorrow night we're playing as a trio with KJ as well. That's another set again. And so we're just rehearsing it now. So every time I play, it's a different repertoire. So I'm like, oh my God, what instrument am I playing? Who am I?
Yeah, who am I? Who am I playing with? Don't you get tired? Do you ever rest?
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
I was exhausted.
Do you know why I'm exhausted? I was exhausted because I was trying to sleep last night and there was a crazy lady out the front of my window just screaming obscenities to a pole for like 3 hours.
And I was
finally going, oh my God. Yeah, and everyone that lives nearby was yelling it out of their windows going, shut up! Put it away.
On a Tuesday night, she's having fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy people around here. I'm in Darlinghurst, so it's full of nutcases.
Oh, yes. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Full of good people.
You know how it is. Yeah. Full of nutcases and hookers and then a bunch of musos.
Well, it all works hand in hand, doesn't it?
Exactly. You got to make a living somehow.
Bloody hell. So out of all that you've been doing a shitload of venues, cities, towns, have you got any favourites you've been playing lately? Or anyone that just stands out, any place that stands out for you?
Oh, as in towns or venues?
Both.
Well, it depends. I mean, I always like it when I go to a small town that I haven't been. So, you know, because, I mean, I tour around a lot, so I seem to have managed to have gone to, I feel like I've gone everywhere. But the other day I played a place in regional South Australia called Stansbury, which I'd never even heard of, let alone play there. And it was a tiny fishing town on the water. And Mick and I went down there together and did the duo set. And it was fantastic. Like, the whole town came out, you know, like kids, parents, grandmas, you know, like everybody. And it was like the, you know, party of the century down in Stansbury. And, and that was really fun because I like that, you know, suddenly you become like a member of the community. I'm like, man, maybe we should, you know, try and become mayor of this place. So look at us.
And do you find, I don't know, I come from Ballarat myself, a bit of a country boy. So I might be biased. Do you find the smaller the country town the friendlier the people are? Or not
Absolutely,
really?
yeah. No, the smaller country towns are always more of a party vibe. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm not surprised then.
Everyone's like, tonight's the night, you know, they get really into it. They don't go out to see, they don't get a lot of live music, they don't get a lot of sort of action from the big cities. So they're like, tonight's the night, we're getting a babysitter, we're rallying up 15 people, we're all going. And we're going to get blind, you know.
Yes, mad. The next thing I had on the list was Foreigner. You're supporting them when they come down in a couple of weeks, I think it is.
Yeah.
Are you,
weird show for us.
Of them?
Yeah, total. God, you know, totally. I grew up with Foreigner. And it's funny because I know so many Foreigner songs, but it wasn't until we actually got booked to do it that I looked at their songs and I was like, oh, that's Foreigner. Oh, that's Foreigner too. I just knew them as songs from the 70s that I liked, but I didn't know who they were by.
Yep. That's mad. And speaking of touring, of course, the big one.
I thought some of them were the Doobie Brothers.
The Doobie Brothers? Really?
Yeah.
That's
I thought Cold as Ice was the Doobie Brothers. Yeah.
I didn't know that song was Foreigner.
That's Foreigner, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that.
Isn't it? Yeah.
No, I didn't know
You're
that.
willing to sacrifice your love. Yeah, that's, see, I was the same. I was like,
all I know
that was the Doobie Brothers.
It was off some commercial. I don't know, beer commercial. But yes, the touring with the Baby Animals, She Who Rocks tour.
Yes.
That's massive. That's something that I thought just goes together like peas and carrots. How did that come about?
Well, I've been for playing with Mick Skelton, the drummer. I've been playing with him for about 10 years, like doing acoustic stuff on off for 10 years. Yep. And, and that was before he joined the Baby Animals. And then I think he started with them about 8 years ago. And then we were like, wow, one of these days we should, do a show together. But I knew Dave, but I didn't know anybody else in the band. And then about sort of 3 years ago, my other band, I was in this girl band called Screaming Bikini for a bit, and Screaming Bikini got a gig in Sydney supporting the Baby Animals, and that's the night I met Suze, and I was like, oh, hi, I'm a huge fan, yay, wow. Suze DiMarchi, and we got along really well, and we're like, we should play together, and it was just one of those things that we bantered about on and off for a really long time, and we tried to put something together last year, but everybody's schedules were just colliding left, right, and centre, and we thought it's just so hard. We're all so busy. I don't know if we're actually ever going to do it. Yep. And then we tried again this year, and it worked. So we're like, oh, thank God. This has been like 2 years in the making, trying to get this shit on the road.
And it's the best combination, I think. I thought you guys are trying to go. I'm like, yes, why haven't I done that before? It's just so perfect. It seems to work. Yeah, and the tickets are selling really well too. So I think the audience members are getting kind of vibed on it just as much as we are. Yeah, pretty oath. Will you be playing the older songs or some new songs, or a bit of both?
Bit of both. We, I don't know what they're going to play, but personally for my band, we kind of do just a selection of singles that we've released in the past, and we've got a couple of new ones. So we're hoping to have a single out prior to the tour.
Oh, cool. Well, I think I don't know if it was on your Facebook or Superjesus. Something was said about some new music being released from Superjesus sometime soon. Was that just a single or was it more of an EP?
Well, no, we're looking at recording a whole EP. Yep. Just an EP, not a record, just to sort of test the waters. Yeah. And the EP won't be released till later in the year, but with any luck, the plan is to get the first single out before this tour.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So I think we should make it. I mean, we've got the songs sitting there. We're just sort of, doing the final touches on, knick-knacks. So I think we should be right. We've got plenty of time. Yeah.
Are you rehearsing it, or are you more in the studio, or are you just doing gigs at the moment? Seems to be all gigs 24/7.
No, we don't rehearse ever. We never rehearse.
Just go with it.
No, we just go for it. Because our drummer lives in Washington, the bass player is in Adelaide, the guitarist is in Melbourne, and I'm in Sydney.
Yeah, makes it a bit hard.
So, we'll write songs by sending files around the world, and then we send the files around the world again to record them properly to the record. And then, at best, we might get there a day before the show starts and run the set once, or if not, just a really long sound check, or a hotel room jam, and then we're off. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's going to work either way.
Well, we've been playing together for so long now that we know where everyone's feel sits, where everybody's beat is. So, as long as you know your parts when we get together and play, everyone knows everyone's groove. So we're sort of generally all right.
Is there any other bands apart from the Baby Animals that you would like to work with in the future, or others?
God, there's loads. Loads of bands I'd like to work with. Yeah,
your dream.
Your dream totally. It's just like one after another. I mean, I'd fucking love to do a tour with Queens of the Stone Age. That'd be my ideal tour. But we'll see bit by bit.
I'll keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, and we did the Tea Party tour last year, and now Mick, who's the Baby Animals drummer, myself, and Jeff from the Tea Party are doing a record together in a tour, which is going to be pretty much coming out after this Baby Animals tour.
God, no rest for the wicked, eh?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, well, you've got to keep working. The music industry these days, it ain't what it used to be.
That's true. And it wouldn't be what it used to be if you keep singing that song. I'm just kidding. So, coming up with this Superjesus again, how is playing with them different to what you've been doing, what seems to be more of with Mick and your duos and your solo sort of gigs? How are they different when you get on stage with Superjesus?
Oh, it's totally different. I sort of look at it like, it's apples and oranges, but when I play acoustically, for me, it's more about singing, because the guitar is so stripped back, and I don't really have to do much. I just sit there and for me, it's just singing. I just sing and I really enjoy the singing. Whereas in the Superjesus, for me personally, it's just more about guitar playing.
Yeah,
so the singing is kind of just something I do to keep the song connected, but it's all about guitar playing because the guitar parts are so complex but really fun to play, whereas the singing is just kind of, it's not as fun to sing, but it's way more fun to play guitar. I still haven't quite worked out how to have fun doing both at the same time. I'll get there.
That makes sense. Do you ever get mixed up between the two? What am I doing? I think you answered that before. Am I solo? Am I in a band tonight? Halfway through a song, you think... Do you ever get mixed up and think, you're halfway through a song and think, am I solo? Am I with Superjesus tonight?
No, they're so different. The Superjesus songs are all in different strange tunings. Yeah. So there's never any chords, like any actual normal chords in Superjesus songs. They're all weird shapes that I've just memorized over time. Yeah. So when I play solo, that's a C, that's a D, it's all standard stuff. But in the band, it's just, that's that weird triangular shape with that strange finger that darts out there. I couldn't ever tell you what it was I'm playing. So it's actually easier that way because it's easier to remember patterns, or I just remember as pictures.
That makes sense.
Otherwise,
I can't play instruments for the life of me. That's why I interview and review. But it makes sense. Writing and recording, or touring and playing gigs. What's the best for you?
Again, to me, that's like do you prefer reading a book or watching a movie? Writing and recording is so much harder. It's a really difficult road, and you put a lot of pressure on yourself. And the mental things that are involved in writing a song. Like if it's not working, I just hate myself, and then I can't even exist with the people around me because I'm just so down on myself until I get it right. And then I'm just so happy, and it doesn't matter what happens because I'm just completely elated and the world looks a different color. So it really, it drags you up and down emotionally. Whereas playing live, it's just kind of showing off really. You already know what you're doing. You've done all the hard work. You just go out there and dance around and yay. And it's just fun. There's nothing that's going to drag you down about it. I mean, unless you make a serious mistake, but with any luck, you've rehearsed and you shouldn't.
Yeah. Well, with your writing, you're saying it's difficult. I was just wondering, do you do it, is it something that just sort of comes naturally, or do you set a time limit on yourself? I have to write this much in this amount of time, or do you just let it come and hope for the best?
No, I never set a time limit. I usually, I like to start something and sort of exhaust that idea as far as I'll go, and then I'll start thinking, I could just, slap this here and there, and then it's finished, and that's when I go, no, sleep on it, because tomorrow when I come in with fresh ears, I'll look at what I did today, and then I'll pretty much start again with a new vibe, and I'll take that as far as I can go, and then I'll sleep on it, and I'll maybe even a couple of days listen to other music, go out, talk to other people, get creative input wherever I can. I always call it, like, if I go down the pub and sit and talk to randoms, fishing for hooks, I just sit there and just chat to people, and someone will say something random, I go, aha, thank you, bang. I'm going home.
Thanks for that.
I like to take my time with things like that because I find that if you go back with fresh ears, you can build on it and eventually create something that's completely different to what you started with.
Oh, beautiful. Sounds good. What did you have in store for 2015? You've mentioned the tour, 2 tours, 2015.
Yeah, so there's the Baby Animal Superjesus one, and then I'm got the band with Jeff and Mick, which we're focusing on the second half of 2015.
Cool, that's going to be obviously a bit more of a laid back, relaxed tour.
No, there's nothing laid back and relaxed about that one. That's going to be
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, and there's another project in the middle as well, but it's not announced yet, so I'm not allowed to speak about it. But that's even more work than both of these combined.
Jeez, you don't stop. I love it. You must be one of the hardest working girls in the industry that I've spoken to, I reckon.
I know. I don't even sleep. I can't sleep because I go to bed and I'm just planning things and then working on songs in my sleep. That's the hard part. If you're working on a song, you want to just go to sleep, but you're lying there going, what if I drop the beat on the one end? And then maybe I could go to this note. And then maybe I could do this. And, you think it's just half an hour. Oh, it's just an hour. And suddenly you're looking at the alarm clock and it's like 5. You think, oh, God, I've got to get up in 2 hours. I haven't quite got the hook yet. Yeah,
well, whatever you're doing, it seems to be working. You're kicking goals, I think. In my book,
so
anyway.
far.
Yeah, bloody oath. Do you want to do a quick multiple choice?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so it's just like I'll say 2 or 3 things and just say what you like out of them. Beer, wine, or spirit?
All of the above.
Excellent. Together?
Yeah, with a bit of mint and some ice.
Elvis or the Beatles?
Again, fuck, that's a hard one. Okay, I'm going to have to break this up. I'd say Beatles for songs and Elvis for the vibe.
Oh, you're so politically correct. I love it. Cool.
Yeah.
Summer or winter?
Winter.
Oh, that was easy. Apples or bananas?
Okay, right. Don't get me wrong here, but bananas.
Good. I'm a banana fan myself. Good. And tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Obviously. If you're not getting to sleep until 5 a.m., yeah, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Heaps of it.
Wait, well, I've got no more questions for you. Is there anything else you wanted to tell us about or anything you wanted to talk about?
God, no. I mean, I could sit here and crap on all day about all the things I've got coming up, but it'll get too detailed. I think for this one, we're supposed to focus on that baby animals tour. So
yeah, we've got quite a bit on that, and I'll make sure that's all in the interview.
Yeah. And I think the plan is that at the end of the set too, I'm going to do a song or two with the baby animals, so some sort of all-in jam. I'm not sure if we're all doing it or if it's just me and them or what's going on, but yeah, because we did a tribute to Chrissy Amphlett last year where I got up on stage and we did Boys in Town with the baby animals, so something along those lines, because that was great fun.
You did Boys in Town?
Yeah, it's on YouTube if you want to have a look.
Oh, we'll have to have a look at it. I thought you were going to go down the path of I Touch Myself project.
Oh, yeah.
You did last year. Unreal.
Yeah.
I just had to say, hey, hats off to you for doing that. That was a project. And
that was a really beautiful project. I was just honoured to be involved. It was really moving.
Yeah, I think it moved pretty much the whole country, if not internationally. It was good.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, I got a bit nervous when they said, no, you have to be naked. And I was like, what kind of song is this? What are we doing?
I'm sure it's going to be classy. It's got some of those other people in there.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I remember being backstage with Kate Sobrano, and she'd just done her bit, and I was about to go on. And I was like, what's it like? And she was like, it's terrifying. Because we had to record it as they were filming the video. We're recording our vocal, like one take, and that's also the video clip. So it was a lot of pressure.
So were all you guys there in that room at that one time?
No, we'd do one each. So we're all up in the green room and then go, Mcleod, you're on. And we go, okay. And you'd go down there and they'd roll the cameras and what you sing is the actual recording of the audio while they're filming the video. Yeah, and there's probably 15 people standing around watching. No headphones or anything, just one little earpiece. And the mic was so far away because they were filming. Yeah. So it was, it wasn't like a normal recording session. It was really strange.
Yeah, it turned out all right. It turned out really, really well.
Yeah, lucky.
Lucky. I don't think luck's got anything to do with it. There's a bit of talent in there.
Yeah, we try. Well, we had Chrissy standing over our shoulder going, don't fuck it up. You can feel her in the room.
Oh, that's great. All right, well, thanks for chatting to us. And
thanks, Paul. Yeah, thanks for the interview.
Soon. No worries.
Okay, cool.
Talk to you soon.
Take it easy.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.